Hello. Hello, hello. Ah, too close. Alright. There we are. How's it going? How's it going? How's it going? I'm still making adjustments. Forgive me. Alright. And I do have to talk on the lower end for now, because there are people still sleeping. How's it going, Livy? How are you? What am I looking up? Nice. Good for you. Okay. Hello, Disteffer. How's it going? It's gonna stop raining soon? Some cycling? Nice. Okay. Sport couldn't be me. I used to do sport on occasion. Not the cycling kind. I was always terrible at cycling. Yeah, I'm just gonna be chilling until this thing starts, and we'll see if people come on in. Let's see. Okay. Oh god, I still need to wake up. I don't... Oh. They're not like live, right? But is that just a commercial? Probably. Okay. I think I only watched one live stream, right? Which one was it though? I think it was maybe for 4.0. And then I didn't watch anything else after that because they were going to continuously spoil 4.0 stuff. Yeah, exactly. This isn't set up right. I am confused. Like, it's not. Hold on. Oh, I know why. I know why it's doing that. Hold on. I got this. It's because it's all cropped and stuff. Sure. This should be good. Right? We'll do it like this, maybe. And then... There's that. And I could always do this if I want to, not have the chat, I suppose. Yeah. Yeah, I might just close the chat. And then just do full screen. And then let me see if I could adjust it a little bit. Yeah, it should be okay. It kinda... There. Oh wait, nope. There we go. Did I test the volume? No, I'm gonna have to do that. Let me turn that off for a second. And let me unmute this. It might be a little difficult to go about this, maybe. I don't know how much louder this is going to be than whatever they're going to show. But I'll adjust it as we go. How is it right now? It's pretty low. Okay. How about now? Bang, boo, nose. This is okay, alright. This might be what the volume is. Hi, Lynn. How's it going? Is my voice low? I can up it a little bit. I can't really talk louder than this, but I can up it. Yeah, I'll try to adjust it as we go. Hey, Choose. How's it going? You came here from the YouTube? Nice. Welcome to here.
When I was 15, the thought of an apocalypse never troubled me.
I got my Streamlabs open right next to me, so I'll just adjust as I go, guys, if I need to. Just make sure to let me know in the chat.
I couldn't give up.
I would appreciate it. How are you guys doing today, though? How's everyone doing?
Was the sunset on that beach?
I also want to do something, so I'm not just staring off screen at the chat. I'm going to try to put you guys on my phone.
Watching the sun gently slide into the water's embrace, or fireworks dancing on the canvas of the night sky.
Of course, I don't have Twitch on my phone, though.
It wouldn't be worse, I thought. When you're reading this letter, I imagine much has changed. Whether it's yourself or the world.
Hi, Sleepy. How's it going? Welcome to here. Cool, 6%. What time is it for you guys? If you don't mind me asking. (1:25 p.m.) Nice. 7:30 p.m. That would make sense to Steffer, considering it's almost 7:30 a.m. over here. Evening there, about 8? Okay. Damn. I know maybe 7:30 a.m.'s not that early, but for me, it's early for me. I try to sleep till 9 a.m. if I could help it. Not that that's been working. evening for you too, Lynn? Sleep never works out the way you want? No, it never does. Even if you have a plan, it rarely ever works out. It's like, oh yeah, if I go to bed at this time, I'll wake up at this time. Nah. Because either you won't go to sleep when you want to, or you just won't sleep at all. I mean, not the best way to look at it, but that's how I struggle. I was super tired all day yesterday, just from, like, not sleeping good in general. Not sleeping well, I should say. And, I was just like, you know what? That's great. I've been exhausted. I'm tired. I'll go to bed early, and then I'll wake up with, like, at least 8 hours of sleep at 7 or earlier. At 6:30, that's when I set my alarm. And I'll prepare for the stream, and it'll be great. And I'm like... Meanwhile, I don't go to bed when I wanted to. I'm up 3 hours later than I wanted to be. And then I wake up, and I'm still exhausted. That's just how that is. Yeah, and then when you're hyped for something, it's just like, you don't... Like, yeah, good luck. That's not gonna work out.
When I was 15, the thought of an apocalypse never troubled me. The only thing I couldn't give up, even in the face of the world's end, was the sunset on that beach. Watching the sun gently slide into the water's embrace, or fireworks dancing on the canvas of the night sky. Even if tomorrow weren't better, it wouldn't be worse, I
Great.
thought.
Well, I have to just not have you guys
When you're reading
on my
this
phone
letter,
for this because it's not
I
working,
imagine
which is
much has
awesome.
changed. Whether it's yourself
It's
or
super
the
cool.
world.
Okay. Oh, here we go. You guys ready? We're doing it.
大家好，欢迎来到绝区林前瞻特别节目，我是本次节目主持人。今天我们和2位老师一起为大家带来新版本的全新内容。
Hello， 大家好，我是策划小 Y，
我是策划小 X。
小 Y 老师已经不是第一次与大家见面了呢。那么今天老师会给我们带来哪些新情报呢？听说新版本会围绕着维护新爱丽都和平与正义的治安局展开。
没错，治安群防宣传月才过去没多久，治安局就迎来了一些新的挑战。山狮，一个犯罪团伙，屡次逃脱治安局的追捕，成了治安局各成员头疼的对象。
哎，我记得治安局不是有朱渊这样的全能选手吗？
确实，但单论朱渊还很难与一个犯罪团伙相抗
Dude, her cosplay is
在
so
1.1
good.
版本的故事中，治安局朱渊小队内的各个成员也都将发挥自己的聪明才智，与山狮斗智斗勇。就让我们看一段视频，感受一下。
The target of our operation is the Mountain Lions, a militant group that believes in brutality and is known for its involvement in violent crimes. One of the new faces we should keep a close eye on is Jane.
Don't tell me you see him as a father figure. Oh, really? We'll see about that.
Oh, this is Jane Doe? Oh, she does the kicks.
Now, you're the prey.
I'll show you how much weight!
Oh.
Now would be an ideal chance for a surprise strike.
Oh, she's got like a bow staff thing.
I won't let you down. Hold on. Where's Seth? No! Attack formation!
What are you looking at? I don't believe in resorting to cheap tricks.
Undercover R&B. I don't know, that Jane Doe kick-in action, guys?
哇，这个绿色的双马尾的妹妹我好喜欢，明明是一个活泼可爱的少女，但是却又透露着稳重的气质。
青衣在游戏的故事里也是一个非常值得信赖的前辈，不管遇到什么样的问题，青衣都可以从容应对，让人充满安全感。
是的，在 1.0 版本中，神将们就与青衣打过照面，当时协助青衣和朱渊解决了一系列问题，并帮助他们和6分界居民建立起了信任，也最终顺利举办了治安局的讲座。
既然青衣是值得信任的伙伴，言下之意是还有不值得信任的伙伴吗？
我可没这么说。
不过，刑侦特警组确实会面临更严酷的挑战，有些治安官也会因此身陷囹圄。而这份危险来源于敌对势力山狮，他们能屡次在治安局的追捕中顺利逃脱，很大程度上是因为一名名为简的神秘人物。他凭借自己的实力对调查和追捕一路阻挠，在组织内崭露头角，深得山狮头目的赏识。
也就是刚才 PV 中出现的黑发少女。此次 1.1 版本会推出卧底蓝调，包括简与治安局各位成员的纠葛与缘分，神将们届时都可以在游戏内体验。
也就是说，预知详情还请在新版本内一探究竟。
这种戛然而止的感觉真的是，你们也太坏了。
我们坏吗？
我觉得没有。
我也觉得没有。
不管了。虽然听起来是严肃正经的故事，但是据我的了解，这次剧情里面的趣味点可是一点儿也不少。
确实。
既然已经说了这么多有关 1.1 版本新登场代理人的故事，接下来让我们赶紧看看这几位代理人的详细资料吧。
那自然没问题。Fairy 查找青衣的战斗记录。
代理人青衣，资料已生成。治安官青衣，电属性击破代理人。攻击敌人可以快速累积失衡值及失衡状态下的易伤倍率，创造输出环境。同时，当青衣造成电属性伤害时，还能累积闪落电压，累积至一定程度可以发动威力强劲的攻击。
Oh, I forget the name of that weapon, where it's like a staff split into 3.
原来青衣不止温文尔雅，满腹经纶，打起架来也是威风八面，不让须眉。
你说话也越来越像青衣了。
不知道在 1.1 版本有没有更多的机会了解青衣相关的故事呢？
会有的。1.1 版本会开放青衣的代理人秘闻、失踪帮口剧情。
在后续版本里，我们也会陆续更新更多的代理人秘闻，让大家有更多的渠道了解喜爱的角色。感兴趣的神将可千万别错过。
我帮你说，预知后事如何，且听下回分解，是吧？
如果说青衣时而引经据典的言辞让人费解，那 PV 中另一位代理人则可以用扑朔迷离、难辨黑白来形容。接下来让我们来看看简吧。
代理人简，资料已生成。
哇，好智能的 Fairy。
形如疾风，势如闪电。
From the trailer, Jane Doe's playstyle intrigued me the most.
作为物理属性异常角色，简能为自身累积狂热心流，积满可进入狂热状态。在此状态下，可释放高频多段的攻击，快速触发属性异常效果，造成伤害。
姐姐又神秘又飒，好希望能快点在游戏中玩到她。
不着急，除了在操纵代理人之外，我们还会以其他形式见识到他的身手。
这么说，
作为山狮的干部，简会阻击追查山狮的神将们。
I like the knives.
作为对手出现在神将们面前时，请务必小心。
当然，另一个选择是不要成为简的对手。
我刚听说这次更新后，神将们能以简的视角
Incredibly
浏览西艾利都。
没错，在1.1版本卧底蓝调的剧情中，神将们可以操纵剑在光影广场、6分街等地的街道上自由行走，完成相关任务。
终于能在城市里面操控自己喜欢的代理人了嘛？
不过值得再次说明的是，目前在1.1版本中，我们只可以在卧底蓝调的任务里操控剑，而在不远的未来，我们还可以操控更多的代理人，自由行走于新爱丽都，还请大家多多期待。
放心，绝对不是新建文件夹。
那我可记住喽。
好的，已添加为待办事项。
Ferry 和我会一起监督你们哦。刚刚在简的战斗里，我还看到了一位长着动物耳朵的男孩。事已至此，各位老师也没有必要再藏着掖着了吧？
你说的是赛斯吧？他是治安局朱渊小队新成员，在游戏内即将正式登场。
How do we feel about this
作为
character?
电属性防护代理人，赛斯挥舞着盾牌和警棍进行战斗，并为队友提供护盾增益。他会利用盾牌抵挡攻击，同时他的武器还能变形，将盾牌与警棍组合，以大剑形态出击，痛击对手。
I mean, that's pretty cool. Having the shield and baton, but then you turn into a freaking claymore.
如果有赛斯这种队友，那可实在是太有
That
安
looks
全感了。
治安局的伙伴都是令人充满安全感的。
那么接下来我们是不是应该……
代理人调频信息已生成。
终于到了我最期待的环节，调频部分就由我来为大家介绍吧。在1.1版本的上半卡池，神将们可以通过独家频段和阴晴频段获取限定 S 级代理人青衣和 S 级阴晴玉壶清冰。我说的还不错吧？
不错，
确实还不错。
那感兴趣的神将们可以多多留意一下。而在1.1版本后期，我们将迎来减的概率 up。神将们届时可以分别在独家和阴晴频段调频，抽取限定 S 级代理人减度，以及限定 S 级阴晴翠风前刺。最后 A 级代理人赛斯和新推出的 A 级阴晴维续者特化型，也可以在减同时期的独家和阴晴频段内抽取获得。新代理人已经与大家见面了，但是我总觉得少了点什么。
或许您正在查找的是帮部阿崔巡查。
没错，在1.1版本
Yeah, Lynn, it seems like that's kind of their thing. It's either animal characters or robots, cyborgs, things like that.
发动追加攻击，造成更多伤害。在新版本的帮部频段内，
For the
神将
most
们
part,
可以
anyway.
通过将其指定为 Up 帮部抽取获得。
又有新的帮部了，太好了！那么接下来又到了大家喜闻乐见的环节了。Ferry， 生成一下本次的兑换码，内容为300菲林，资深调查员记录2份，阴晴能源模块3个，以及3万丁尼。
兑换码已生成 ，Undercover RMB， 请确认。
各位神将别忘了在有效期内兑换哦。
Okay. Cool. So did they, forgive me for being dumb, did they say Jane Doe was an S or an A rank character? S? Okay, that's what I thought. I just wanted to make sure.
哪些新内容呢
1.1版本，我们除了给大家带来更多的剧情内容，在玩法上，我们也对已有的0号空洞
It's
内
the
容
boy
进
who's
行
the A
扩充
rank.
在新的刀跟火焚玩
Yeah,
法
Seth
中
is the A.
神将们不用在监视器阵列上进行探索，即可直面拥有超高生命值的尼尼微。
也就是说，在这里没有走格子，也可以畅享纯粹的战斗体验。
值得一提的是，该玩法需要神将们通关枯败花圃，并完成相应的流程后解锁。在刀跟火焚中，神将们需要用挑战枯败花圃核心获得的明辉套组，对尼尼微进行限时挑战。当累积伤害达到一定程度时，神将们还可以获得菲林以及叙事线索道具作为奖励。
不会还限制挑战次数吧？
不，当然不限。
看来对于想要挑战自己的神将，现在又多了一个渠道。
没错，在刀跟火焚中，神将们可以享受极致的战斗。
而在常驻玩法之外，我们还为大家带来了1.1版本的主题活动——沙罗黄金周。
听说沙罗黄金周是新爱丽都内最受瞩目的夏日庆典。
没错，节日期间人流激增，治安局抽调了更多的人手，维持都市秩序。也正因此，给予了盗洞客和神将们窃取半身
I'm a
空洞
little
BC
surprised they're
的
doing
趁
something
机
with the
在本
TVs,
次活动
even in
中，我
minigame
们可以
form.
完成各项活动委托，获得菲林、A 级阴晴以及养成道具等材料。 除此之外，我们还准备了其他一系列有趣的活动玩法。在金牌售后活动中，神将们会拓展录像店的经营范围，开放免费的售后服务，协助顾客们修缮调教他们的播放器。
这个服务真不错啊！
不过修理也不是件易事，需要神将们把控好准心。大家平时也可以多多练习，磨练好技术，以备不时之需。
在神将的日常之外，我们在
okay.
新版本中
No, I haven't
还
done
可以
many
体验
side quests
普
at
通
all.
治安官的一天，为市民提供服务。
生活不总是打打杀杀，而
Got
新
it,
爱丽
got
都的
it.
和谐与繁荣，也离不开一件件看似平凡和普通的委托。
确实如此，在细微处才见真章。
也正是方方面面都为群众着想，遇到困难请联系新爱丽都治安局，这句口号才会那么深入人心。
另外，在第一幕第一镜中，我们将邂逅远道而来的导演康尼，在他的邀请之下，神将们可以用手中的镜头捕捉新爱丽都的人文风貌。神将们还可以运用相机新增的滤镜功能，拍出各具特色的照片。
这个功能我可太需要了，已经迫不及待想要上手做角色玩家了。
先别急，在 1.1 版本中，我们还将上线自拍功能，
A
神将
selfie
们可以
function.
选择自己喜欢的姿势与场景、人物合影留念。
我现在全身充满了艺术细胞，赶紧让我多拍几张试试。
在 1.1 版本，我们还有一些其他的活动以及内容，也欢迎大家在版本更新后在游戏内体验。
作为神将，我还有一个很关心的问题。
我懂，早就给神将们准备好了，请看。
哇，这是我可以拥有的吗？
不是每一位神将都可以拥有。
啊！
除了10个加密母带以外，我们还准备了10张帮布券。
除了获得加密母带，还能获得帮布券。预祝大家都能抽到自己喜欢的代理人，还有帮布。
大家爽才是真的爽。
时间过得真的好快，本次的前瞻节目也快要接近尾声了。
这么快就要和大家说再见了吗？还有一种意犹未尽的感觉。
美好的时光总是短暂的。
我们也非常珍惜与各位神将在一起的时间。公测上线后，我们也收到了很多反馈。绝区0制作组非常重视大家的意见，我们会努力确保每位玩家都能享受到符合其期望的挑战。在 1.1 版本，我们重点增加了战斗相关的体验，各位神将届时可以在卧底蓝调内感受一下。
卧底蓝调的故事将在8月14日上映，希望这个精心准备的故事能为大家带来不同寻常的体验。青衣、赛斯与山狮的纠葛、简的真面目都将在其中揭晓，让我们一同期待吧。
8月14日，我们在新爱丽都的新版本中不见不散，拜拜。
Oh, the 14th. That's
提
not.
醒大家不要忘记使用兑换码哦，拜拜。
Okay. Thank you all for continuing on this journey. Since release, we've been paying close attention to your feedback on the routine. Need improving. Okay. Just been listening. Fixing issues and optimizing content is a time-consuming endeavor, of course. The improvements. Okay. All right. And was that? I guess that was it, right? Okay. All right. Well, let's talk about it for a second, guys. So, right. So that wasn't very long from what I've noticed. I mean, what I saw with the characters that they're introducing, that was pretty cool for the most part. It does seem like Oh, forgive me, I'm gonna butcher all these names. I only know Jane Doe because it's easiest. Then there's Seth, and then the green-haired girl is Ching Yi, right? Um, the 5-star Ambi character. She seems cool as well. All their playstyles look like they're fun. Yes, Ching Yi. Okay, cool. And there's gonna be more missions and stuff. A bunch of side quest content related things. Yeah, events and stuff. And then they are giving us 300 polls. Is that correct? Or am I tripping? Okay. So 300 polls. And I would say that's probably abnormal, right? For Hoyoverse. I don't think they normally give that much, right? Of the poll currency. Okay, never mind then. Okay, never mind. Yeah, so I guess I haven't been playing as quickly as a lot of other people, right? I'm very behind as far as some things go. Not very behind because the game is new, but you know, behind enough. So I'm trying to get a grasp of like what the criticism has been for this game because I haven't really been looking into it. I know that people have still been complaining about the TVs, although I don't think they're that big of a deal. Now, are people still complaining about the TVs, or did they actually do updates and cut that stuff back? I've heard that too. Difficulty in TVs. They removed the TVs. Okay. Well, they didn't remove the TVs that were early. Because I'm still doing stuff with TVs. But I'm still in like the beginning of the game. Like I just completed chapter 1 essentially, right? Or chapter 2, I can't remember. They removed the TVs for the new events. All right. But they're also introducing TVs in minigame form when these updates come out. I mean, honestly, like I said way back, I don't care for the TVs one way or the other. They're not that big of a deal. I think my thing with the TVs is I'm just sort of like, let me just do it, right? Because they do tend to like have quite a bunch of exposition while you're like in the TV mode, and me being me, it's a me thing. I'm like sitting there trying to listen to everything. Right? So I'm just like on that screen, just like waiting for something to happen. Like because I'm just like listening to what they're talking about. And I'm like, okay, should I move now? Can I go? So I'm not trying to cut anyone off. Yeah. Yeah, personally the TVs don't bother me that much. But I just thought like it was weird that they'd introduced a TV minigame when there was a lot of drama around it originally. Not that it's a big deal. I was just like, oh, they're still doing stuff with it in general at all. Even if it's not in the main story anymore, they're still like, oh, here's more TV stuff. I'm like, okay. Well, now people just aren't going to do those mini games. They could. I'm not saying that that's not everyone. I would still do it. I don't care. So yeah, more variety with that. And then yeah, people were also complaining about difficulty, right? Because from my understanding, didn't they like originally way back when ZZZ was becoming a thing, did they announce that this was actually going to have challenging gameplay and then it was released and then it just doesn't? Sure, you have like your normal mode and you have your challenge mode, but really you're gonna pass the challenge mode with flying colors regardless, because it's not actually that challenging. Normal mode, the enemies just stand there and do nothing. Challenge mode, they may occasionally attack you more frequently, so you have to dodge a little more. You're still probably not going to lose. Yeah, it's not difficult, right? So, yeah, not in the main story and stuff. Right, so that's the other thing. I can't comment on the stuff outside the main story, and I don't think the main story will ever be challenging, because these games don't do that. They want to make it so people can play these on their phones and get through the stuff and just have a casual gameplay experience. But like with Honkai Star Rail, you have all these other modes you can go into. And then there's games like Wuthering Waves, where you can re-challenge the bosses and stuff, and they become significantly harder, and like even get different movesets. So the boss is challenging? Okay. Cool. So, yeah. Hold on, let me do a thing real quick. While we're just chatting. Hope you guys are cool with that. Yeah, main stuff will always be easy. There's no gacha game where the main story, the main like gist of that game is going to be difficult. I mean, as long as they continue to make these gacha games for mobile purposes, it won't be challenging, period. Yeah. Yeah. So let me talk about a little bit more about this and stuff. Loved how they opened it with the cosplayer. You know, she was great. She looked amazing as our female protagonist, you know. Really good job with that. Right. Yes. Lynn, yeah, there is a thing in Wubo with the bosses. But yeah, I like the cosplaying stuff that they had. I like the set that they were in. It was like, you know, inside their video store, their back room, you know. But I was expecting a little more, and I don't know why. I guess because aren't these special programs in general for these games like around an hour long? And this was like really quick, so they blew it out of the park with like production and like setting it up, right? And then they showed the trailer, which was cool, and then they had the and then they talked about some details, but that wasn't like, I thought there'd be something else, like that they were gonna tease something else at the end or something, and it never really happened. It was just like, yep, just keep signing on and collecting the stuff as you do. Oh, mini game. 300 in-game currency things. Say, okay, great. Oh, camera. You got a camera event. All right, cool, cute, different poses. Nice. I just thought there was gonna be something a little more, and I don't want to say that like I'm not disappointed. I'm just kind of left with the huh. Yes, I did hear something about that, Lynn. I haven't looked too much into it. Because I don't really... I don't know. I just don't. I'm not caught up with Honkai Star Rail. But yes, I did hear that there was going to be a Fate crossover with it. Not that I know anything about Fate. I think I saw Fate Zero a while ago, but I don't remember how that even ends. Oh my god, this freaking... I swear. To the Shadow Realm. Scum. Okay, sorry. But yeah. But I don't know, share your thoughts. What do you think about the characters? What do you think about the event? Now I'm a little sad that I didn't get to pull for Ellen, or that I attempted, didn't get her, and I completely missed out. At the same time, looking forward to Jane Doe. Just gonna be honest, Jane Doe looks like she's really cool. Yeah, you wanted the maid? Fair. The events will be okay. Yeah, I think they'll be fine. I don't know if there's going to be anything that, like... It could be really good, right? But from this, it's really hard to tell if it's going to, like... blow it out of the park, you know? I think it'll be fun. I think it's cool. But I don't know if it has... I don't know, maybe I'm just talking out of my butt right now, but I feel like Zenless Zone Zero really needs something sooner than later that's like, this is freaking fantastic. Like, something big needs to be worked on. I think the gameplay is pretty fun, at least when it comes to main story stuff. It's pretty mindless, it's whatever, and that's okay. Sometimes you just want that, sometimes that's what you need. I think the story is cool, that it's episodic with some undertone of something else happening in the background. I like that way of going about it. Its art direction and animation is top tier for any gacha game I've seen, for a lot of stuff in general. Like, even if I were to compare it to a lot of, like, anime in general. I know it's not Japanese based, but you know what I mean. The animation is fluid and it's fantastic. Yes, I would say more so than Honkai Star Rail and Genshin for sure. Yeah, they said it's a casual game. Well, that's the thing. They're increasing the difficulty for, like, the stuff outside of the main story, right? We talked about that. And they didn't advertise that it was a casual game. So, I mean, yes, it is a casual game. Yes, 100%. Wasn't advertised that way originally, which is why people got upset about the difficulty. But at the same time, understandable. It was never going to be difficult main story-wise. You could button mash and get through this stuff. Right? Or did they actually say it was supposed to be a casual experience? I thought early on they were trying to, like, I could be misunderstanding or misremembering things, guys. This, obviously, my word is never set in stone when it comes to this stuff. I just remember, like, a lot of people just, like, the civil war within gacha games of the people that were, like, supporting Hoyo and the people supporting Kuro Games, and how it was just kind of like Wuthering Waves about to come out, and then there's Zenless Zone Zero, and Wuthering Waves is supposed to be for people that want to challenge, and Zenless Zone Zero was like, no, we're that too, and then Zenless Zone Zero just wasn't. And then people, when it came out, people were like, what the fuck, this is easy. I think that's what happened, but I don't actually know. That could have just been the fan bases around the games just hyping them up, and not the actual company itself. I'm not sure. I kind of stayed out of it. I had like 2 things to say. Everyone freaking hated my take, and then I just shut up after that. Easy to get into, hard to master. Oh, okay. Sure. I guess. It'll depend. There are some characters where it's like there are ways to play them to get their, like, best potential out, but I wouldn't say any of it is hard. So far they just kind of have like timing things, which I wouldn't say is difficult to master. I don't know if there's any other characters that are more complex than, like, Soldier 11, where it's like, time your strikes to do the extra fire damage. I know Nekomata has the, like, she does more damage after you successfully dodge. You can dodge every 2 seconds in the game, like, when it makes you do it, so I don't know. I'm just wondering what they mean by that. Yeah, but at the same time, don't know what people expected. Like, I'm not angry about it. I don't care. I'm just noticing that's what the drama was at the time. Right, exactly. Okay, that's what I thought too. People were just kind of like, it can only be so hard for the reasons we talked about. And then people were just kind of like, nuh-uh, it's gonna be like Dark Souls. And it's like, it's not like Dark Souls. It's not. And they said the same thing for the Wuthering Waves. It's not like Dark Souls. It's not. It's a gacha game. I will say Wuthering Waves combat is freaking amazing, and it is more involved. But it could also be more than it currently is now. Even though I don't play the game anymore, I do think Wuthering Waves has the best combat out of all the gacha games I've played so far. But I like each of them for their own reasons. Zenless Zone Zero for its aesthetic and animations, right? Wuthering Waves for its combat and exploration. Genshin for its story and lore behind everything. Honkai Star Rail is like a weird mix of a few different things. Honkai Star Rail for... This is weird. For the experience, I don't know anything. It's like, just completely... Like, I don't know what's coming next at all. It's hard for me to predict anything. Maybe like I could maybe predict some story beats in general, but as far as like what it all is going to add up to, I got nothing. So that's the reason why I play these games, all for different reasons. Just you wait for the Dark Souls gacha that has been announced. I have seen something about that forever ago, I feel like. I don't know. I don't know. You really think it's gonna... if it's gonna be on a phone, I don't know, guys. I don't know. I'm not sure. You pull for your character and then there's just permadeath and then you lose your character. Imagine. There's no way anyone would do that. That'd be crazy. Yeah. What you said, Lynn. I'm worried about Honkai Star Rail lore. I don't think my brain can handle it. Because it ties... Because, like, you know, I hear... I already talked about this the other day. But, like, Honkai Impact 3rd stuff. And, like, the fact that we're dealing with multiple planets. We're dealing with, like, a freaking universe with stuff, and like I find it interesting. And then it's also like sci-fi or science. It's science fantasy, you know. So I'm like, it's a little a lot. When we get into technobabble stuff, my mind blanks. For some reason, when it comes to like magic systems, I'm like, oh, I got this for the most part. But when it gets like scientific, for some reason, I just check out a little bit. Some main story quests are 8 hours long. I feel like this is why I'm gonna have to continue streaming Honkai Star Rail, because it's easier for me, I think, to have potentially an 8-hour stream than, I don't know, do it on my own. That's weird. When I play games by myself, I feel like I should be doing something different. Alright, Volcano. No one asked, alright? No one. Why are you here? You don't even play Zenless. Get out of here. Isn't your account like a European account? What are you doing? You can only split those quests up, though. Yeah, I know. And I'm gonna have to do the same thing with Genshin going forward, probably, because just time. But, yeah, Volcano, you were sharing some, info with me the other day about characters in Zenless Zone Zero that are, what are they, like a virtual streaming gang or whatever? Virtual streamers? Virtual idols, yeah. That's an interesting concept. Next year, Genshin will be crazy? Yeah. Yeah, it's gonna get crazy. I feel like a lot of people are gonna be... Well, every time a new update starts, I think people will be jumping back into Genshin. And when there's, how do I put it? And so, especially when Snezhnaya happens, I think people are going to be losing their mind because of the Tsaritsa. They published only because they were fully leaked before, so you heard? Oh, okay. Yeah. The girl with the two maces is probably the best designed one, in my opinion. She looks cool. I thought they were going to talk about those characters in this. I thought they were going to show a little something, something. Yeah, there's the virtual idol characters for Zenless Zone Zero. There's one of the characters, and apparently, as of right now, she wields 2 maces. 2 flails. Oh, you absolutely missed the ZZC stream. 100%, it's over. It started at, like, almost 45 minutes ago. It was only 25 minutes long. It was really short. I can't ban MiHoYo. I can't do that. How do I say that word? Conrea? Conrea? I think I only heard it said like once. I did expect it to. Oh yeah, I think Volcano expected it to be long. No, it wasn't. I expected it to be long. I thought it was just gonna be like an hour. It wasn't. It was not an hour. Yeah. Yeah. Instead, it was half that time. Wonder if gacha games end at some point. Here's the... yeah, Lynn, okay. This is a good thing. A good, interesting topic. Yes and no. For them... They don't want their games to ever end, right? Because money. Just being real. These are companies. They want your money. They will milk whatever they can as long as possible to make it. However, Genshin did with its Teyvat Travail teaser, whatever it's called. They put out an outline. There is an end. There is supposed to be an end. But I'll be honest. It's also why... What? God damn it. But my theory right now, or how I'm speculating things. Remember... I'm not sure if you remember this, but way back, I mentioned that I think at least... I can't remember what I mentioned. It might have been the Venti video that I made. But remember how I mentioned that there could be some time travel shenanigans? And I've talked about Dainsleif, and I feel like there is some weird time loop stuff. I feel like they're going to make an excuse for the game to restart itself. But maybe this time you keep your memories and things are different. But I feel like they could potentially get to the point where it's almost like Genshin Impact New Game Plus, with some stuff that's different and you continue through it. And then it gets crazier and crazier the more you go. Right, exactly, Liv. I think that there could be time loop shenanigans, or other worlds, since, like you said, Teyvat chapter. Yeah. But now, if they make part 2, is that a separate game to download? Or does that continue off of the same file? Well, I don't necessarily mean New Game Plus. That was a bad way of saying it. I was just thinking, like, if they were going to keep it within Teyvat, people might compare it to a New Game Plus. Although not really. It's just that I feel like the story could almost, like, restart itself. But it's supposed to happen. Like, it's part of the story. No, I'm not saying they're going to re-siphon. You're not listening. I don't think they're going to re-siphon what they have. I just feel like because of time shenanigans, they could try to, like, reset things, but you still have your memories, and the traveler's still going to have their memories, and, like, things are still, it's not going to be exactly the same. Like, things are going to be weird or even crazier than before. More obvious that things are, like, messed up, maybe. Just continuing the story. But it's trying, but the world itself is trying to, like, be like, no, stop resisting, just go, like, almost as if we've done this multiple times before, but now we're like, now it's clicking and we realize it. No one's gonna lose their characters. No one would lose their characters. It's not New Game Plus. That was a bad way of putting it. No one's gonna lose their characters. It's literally just for story purposes, to put you, like, back in time. But it's still gonna be different enough for you to be like, what are they doing? That's what I'm saying. I think that's the way how they can make Genshin Impact continue. Or they can just do Genshin Impact Part 2 and put you in a different world. Those are the two options. And I'm only talking about the time loop stuff because of Dainsleif and how much he knows. There's no reason for Dainsleif to know everything you go through unless there's some time shenanigans happening. No, it will not be a total new game. No. Like I said, that was a bad way of putting it. It's not like, oh, it's the same exact game, but you keep your experience. It's not that. It's just that the game, the world itself is trying to trick you and be like, oh, this is the beginning of your journey. And you're like, no, it's not. I've done this. But things are all corrupted and weird and different. But you keep your memories, you keep your experience, you keep your characters, you keep all that stuff. It's not actually restarting the game. It's just continuing from a point where it's like, we're back on the beach. What the fuck? That's all. New gacha pull for Paimon? Imagine. Hey, if Paimon had, like, an adult form, could happen. You never know. All I'm saying is, if it turns out to be what I said, I'm a freaking genius. That's all I gotta say. Right, Volcano? He knows. You're never a genius? That's just rude. That's just rude, especially because it's just not nice to lie. Lying is bad, Volcano. That could be a thing too. Except I don't think they would ever force you to do that. I really like that idea, Lynn, but I don't think they have the balls to do it. Hey, Draku, how's it going? We're just talking about gacha games. But yeah, I don't think they'd force you to. I think the twins' perspective would be great, but I don't think they would ever do that. Because you're gonna switch, and I'm sure you're gonna have some people complain that it's like, oh, I'm not my character anymore, wah, and it's like, whatever, dude. I think it would be great. Yeah, no, I just think they're gonna continue the story in a weird, messed up time loop sort of way. But make it interesting enough where things will still be different, but you'll be like re-meeting some of the characters again. But then you'll have others like Venti, who, because he's already sus, is gonna 100% know what is going on. You know, like stuff like that. But at the same time, it would also be cool to just go to a different world. I'd be so down for that. But those are definitely the options. What else would be cool? Popsicles. Popsicles are cool. Yeah, I feel like... I think my idea with the time loop stuff is kind of... It's kind of... both ideas are kind of ambitious, I think, in different ways. I can see some people claiming the time loop stuff to be sort of a cop-out, but it won't be if the story is different enough. And then they also wouldn't have to work on, like, the world as much. They wouldn't... I mean, of course, they'd probably still need to make, like, different areas or switch them up a little bit, but... a straight-up part 2, like, a new world might be more along the lines of what they actually do. Yeah, other worlds and moons, and we go there, yeah. Or Traveler dies. I don't know. I'm not sure if they would kill off the Traveler. We're all gonna not be alive at the end of Genshin, the end? I mean, could be. Here's one thing, though. They cannot. If they do this, Genshin becomes the worst game in the world. If they do what I'm about to say. If they do, it was all a dream. Worst game. Because then nothing matters. If they do the dream trope, it's over. I don't think they'll do it. I don't think they'll do that. But they could if they just wanted to stop it one day. If one day they just wanted to stop it and like focus on something else, they could. If they say it's all a dream, this is a trash game. I mean, it could be. It would destroy them. No one wants that ending. Nobody wants that ending. I don't mind if dream stuff is involved, but if they're just kind of like, huh, I just woke up and everything's fine, I'd be like, no. Horrible game. Right. Yeah. I mean, I think it would be... Oh, man, I want choice to matter so much. I don't know if they'll make alternate routes, though. I mean, even for, like, an ending, maybe. That's how it's gonna end 100%. Better uninstall now and avoid it. Damn, you're right. There goes my channel. Well, I've been meaning to branch out and do other things eventually anyway, guys, so I guess it's a good time just to split off and do something else other than Genshin. It's like a topic that Hoyo always tackles. Yeah, there you go. Warhammer painting? But, bro, I have to be good at that. I've seen like some YouTube shorts of people like showing off their Warhammer painting, and it's not even bad, and then the comments just light them up being like, you're trash. And I'm like, god damn, leave them alone. There's no way I could do a Warhammer painting channel. Although I am recently painting my own little guys. Maybe they should be less trash. Alright. It's past your bedtime. You're getting cranky. I talked to you about this. No, I just have them from the starting box. From the Necron box. It came with Space Marines as well. No. I didn't get more. I just got some paints for them. It'd be interesting. Now, my question is... If Genshin Impact does come to an end, well, here's the thing. Genshin could potentially end. It could have an ending. But then I think they would do a part 2. So it's like, does it actually end? Like, yes, the original Genshin Impact installment ends, but then you download part 2, right? I don't think it'll, like... I don't think the overall story will truly end, but they're eventually going to have to split off into like a part 2, a chapter 2, a volume 2, or whatever they want to call it, because the download's going to be too big if they continue off of this one. Right? Realistically, Genshin Impact will eventually end, and you'll complete it, and then you'll uninstall and install their Genshin Impact Part 2. And it'll just be a different world with different things happening, and who knows, maybe even different characters because of stuff. Who knows? Except it also... it's... But at the same time, that would be really ballsy for them to do because it is a gacha game. And there are people who have spent all sorts of money on their characters. So, what happens in a gacha game when you have your fan base who dropped all sorts of money on characters that just becomes essentially discontinued, where they don't carry over into the chapter 2? People will lose their minds. it's like you just sign on to old Genshin Impact just to look at your characters every once in a while and play the Spiral Abyss in their other endgame mode. I guess they could continue to eventually drop new endgame stuff, potentially. But story-wise, there won't really be a thing. They could just do events where you get to see the characters again, but nothing really matters to the overall story because it's over. You know? I kind of think they, like... I respect it, but at the same time, I feel like they kind of shot themselves in the foot by releasing a trailer that's kind of like, these are all the chapters. And the reason why, like, the last one is like question mark, question mark, question mark is because they don't even know. Like, they might know where this main stories goes, but they're just kind of like, oh, what happens after this? Like, you know? So, yeah, exactly. Storage is going to be a problem, which is why they have to end it. You would think. So, I think it could... I think the story will end. But I don't know if they'd ever make it where, like, there's no updates to the game anymore. But then they might, because there could be that Genshin Part 2, and all the people who are angry who dropped all sorts of money will just be like, well, thanks for paying. Sucks to be you. You know? Honestly, we won't know until we get there. And that is if we ever do get there, because who knows what else could happen before that time comes. Okay, no, I think that is very likely. That seems very reasonable. I mean, isn't Hoyoverse trying to eventually establish something that is similar to like Sword Art Online? Like an actual like virtual thing? I don't know if that's true, I just heard that somewhere and I was like, what? Why though? That's gonna be balls. Like, I'm just... And when it comes to Honkai Star Rail and its story, like I said, like, I don't know... It's still very young, in my opinion, so I don't know where it's going at all right now, and how much more there is to it. I feel like, with what I've played so far, and what I know, there isn't, like, a potential ending in sight with how it was advertised. So that could potentially keep on going and the story could keep changing and evolving and stuff. Same thing with Zenless Zone Zero. Zenless Zone Zero is super new and right now it's just like, it's very episodic. So this could potentially go on forever as well. Because they didn't, as far as I know, they didn't advertise it with an ending in sight. And these two games came out after Genshin Impact. So it's kind of like, I think they did that, and now they're like deep in it, and they're like, oh shit, let's not do that again, because, how do we handle it when we get to it? Or maybe they have it all figured out, and it'll be fine. But I don't know. But anyway, guys, I think that's it for this stream today. I wasn't really planning on streaming, but I decided to do it so I could give this update a watch. So, I'm going to get going for now. I think. And I'm just gonna get to work. I believe I have a video going live on my channel in 20-ish minutes. And yeah, that's about it. But thank you for hanging out. I appreciate it. And until next time, shine on, you crazy diamonds. A premiere? It's not a premiere. It won't be a premiere. Sorry. It won't be a premiere. It's just going live. Oh god, you want to know the stream thing? It's the 3 new characters that are part of the police. Jane Doe, Ching Yi, and Seth. Jane Doe is awesome. Ching Yi's awesome. Seth's alright. Yeah, furry guy. I guess they're all furries. Jane Doe, she's got like these knives and some kicks. She looks pretty cool. Xing Yi she's got a pole arm and ambi powers. She's Electro. And then you have Seth, who has a shield and a baton, and he can combine them to make a claymore. And that's kind of what they do. And then there's going to be an event, and there's going to be a TV minigame, and they're giving you 300 of the currency to get pulls and stuff. And that's pretty much all they talked about. And the best thing about the whole thing, other than seeing the new characters, was that they introduced it with a cosplayer of protagonist chick, which was like spot on. Only husbando collectors care about Seth, and even only like half of them. I have no husbando collector. Yeah, he's the A character. The girls are S rank. So yeah, I think I will be pulling for Jane Doe. Although it is tempting to get Ching Yi, I think I like Jane Doe more, personally. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Saving for the idols, that's not a bad idea. Ugh. Or ZZ Bunny Ayaka. When am I gonna get Ganyu? Guys, I need an answer. When am I getting Ganyu? Even if it's in a different game, when am I getting Ganyu? What's up with this? What's going on? She was literally supposed to be here for the freaking Lantern Rite because of her outfit, and she just wasn't there. Probably because of leakers or some shit, but like, what's up with that? Yeah, crazy. I want Ganyu and Shenhe, and they didn't release either of them. Ganyu and Shenhe are the next 2 characters that I'm trying to get over here. And like, no one was available. I almost pulled for Yaimiko because she's up there too, but I didn't do it. Will you spend money for Ganyu? I won't have to spend money. If I'm saving for Ganyu, I have enough pulls. I have like 270 pulls right now. I can guarantee Ganyu. Even if I fail the first 50-50, I guarantee Ganyu. Yes, I do. I've been saving. I'm going to be saving. I'm saving for Ganyu and for Shenhe. I don't know if I'm gonna... I don't think I'm gonna, like, C6 her or anything. I just want a copy of the character. I just want the character, guys. But if I have enough pulls, I might even go for her weapon. But I care about characters first, before weapons. So I'd want to guarantee a Shenhe before I get an Amos bow. If they come out at the same time. Which they might, for all we know. I don't think they will. But if they're both in a chronicled banner, then it's very possible. Yes, this is after I pulled for the Frappuccino, Cappuccino, Arlecchino. Listen, they did break my resolve slightly. Because I went for Arlecchino. But the animated shorts were so good. The animated short and the music that was with it and the demos and teasers, like, they were so good, so I had to do it. Yes. Yes, I have father. I do. It's like a character that, like, I still don't know much about other than what I've seen through the animated short and her demo and stuff. And I've speculated a bunch. But, like, man, I wanted to make an Arlecchino video, but, like, people know more than me right now, and I feel like it's weird to be like, this is the secrets of Arlecchino, and I actually don't know shit, so it's like, it's weird. Bro, I stopped myself from making so many videos, it's insane. Yeah, I can't level her. She's level 40 and she's staying like that forever. Where am I in the story? Technically, Liyue. I just completed Dragon Spine. Yesterday, I completed the tree in Dragon Spine. It's maxed out. I got the glider and all that stuff. And then I did an interlude, which normally would happen in Inazuma, but I did it early because it would unlock Ganyu's story quest. And because I'm in Liyue, that makes sense to me. So I have Ganyu's story quest next, and Xiao's story quest next. And right now, I'm playing the summer event. So the next thing you guys will see from me, Genshin-wise, when the Liyue Archon quest Act 3 is complete, is probably the summer event. I'm not finished with the summer event yet, but that's what I'm doing. That's what I need to record today. I need to do more of that today. I only did page 1 so far. Probably. But the Inazuma arc is going to be wild? Yeah, it'll probably be... I imagine it'll be pretty crazy. Yeah, I know. It's whatever. It's either that or miss it. Listen, I get stupid little spoilers from, like, my comment sections alone. Not all the time. I do my best to avoid it, but, like, it's hard to avoid. Yeah, but I might not know what they're talking about. So. You can even just stand around AFK, no problem. See, I know you're lying to me because I know there's a freaking lightning storm that strikes you for just walking around. I've learned this from the Maxor video. Way back when. I know Inazuma is going to be a bitch to handle. No, so with the summer event, this is how my mentality is going into it. I'm going to be meeting characters that I should not have met yet in game. It's fine. I've played other events where that's been a thing, and it sucks and I hate it, but it is what it is, and I'm not going to really focus on that as I'm playing it. because I'll just rework my brain for it to make sense, I guess. And then as far as other stuff goes, I think there will be references to things that I should not know. However, because of, like, I don't know what these name drops are, but I heard that there are some name drops, and I think it's just going to confuse me that I might not know what they're talking about. I know that these quests can allude to what's to come. I think there's also plenty of stuff going on where you can kind of like match up to like what has happened in the past. There's some things that I'm going to be thinking about and other things that I'm just going to like kind of go over my head. I'm really just enjoying the scenery and whatever. It'll be fine. I'm not going to worry about it too much. There's still plenty in this game that I don't know. And I've made all sorts of predictions as I watched all of the version trailers already. So maybe by doing this summer quest it might confirm whether or not I was on track with some things. It is what it is. I don't think it's gonna just blatantly tell me like things that will ruin the experience of playing Genshin. Of course I did predictions. I did predictions forever ago. Where have you been? Go watch a video. Actually support me for once, Volcano. Jesus. Never. Why would I do that? True. Well, then, according to the people in my Discord, they recommend me to do it anyway. So I'm taking their word. It is what it is. I made predictions about Sumeru and Fontaine, so it'll just confirm whether or not I was right. And that's all it is. When did subs go up to $5.99? Like the other day, I think. It wasn't too long ago. I saw an email about it. Like this past week, I saw an email saying that subs are now $5.99. And they're like, you'll make more now. And it's like, cool, but so are you. Twitch. What do you mean? The percentage didn't change. You still take half of it. Crazy. Yeah. So... Hi, Suki. How's it going? Long time no see. Hope you're well. I love how I said I was ending stream and I ended up talking like another 20 minutes. But yeah. Yeah, as far as spoilers go with that whole thing, I mean, I'm curious if it's going to be any spoilers that I don't already know. Let's put it that way. Just woke up after a 15-hour factory shift. That's a long factory shift. I hope you feel well rested. You don't want to waste the day? I get it. I understand that. Luke is Darth Vader's father. I can't believe you'd spoil that in this chat of all places where everyone is watching Volcano. This is terrible. I can't believe you've done this. Man. Well, now I'm gonna be canceled for having spoilers. But yeah, guys, I really do gotta get going and working on stuff. But thank you for being here, hanging out, whether you were here the whole time lurking or just popping in. I appreciate it, but I do gotta go. On my channel, I'll be having another update at some point in the near future of when I will be going live next. I do plan on playing more Zenless Zone Zero, more Honkai Star Rail, and I'm gonna try to fit in a Genshin reading stream again one of these days. So that's what's up. But anyway, thank you, and until next time, shine on, you crazy diamonds. I said it for real this time. Goodbye.